Studying in Europe can offer you much more than a brilliant education and career. European universities located in Schengen zone area would also give you the chance to speak a second language, meet people from all corners of the world, immerse yourself in different cultures, and build independence. In Europe, you can find the best universities in the world, that some of them are also tuition free. How fun can it be to experience a brand new country, make lifelong friends, polish your language skills, and develop a career path at the same time? The opportunity to study abroad in the Schengen zone is likely to turn out to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Eventually, you will return to your country of residence and make your resume stand out. A student Schengen visa is only an entry permit that will allow applicants to enter the Schengen zone, granted to third country freshmen wishing to enter and remain for short stays in any of the member states under the purpose of studying. And you also need to apply for a residence permit when you arrive in the Schengen country. This visa permits its holder to remain in the Schengen territory for a maximum of 3 months. For your study or training course that usually lasts longer than that, you should also apply for a long stay study visa or study permit at the embassy of the respective country. To enter some Schengen zone countries, you need also to apply for residence permit, but in general, they mainly require international students to apply for Schengen visa. In some cases, they require students to apply for Type C Schengen visa, which is for short stays or for longer than 3-month stays, to apply for Schengen D type or national Schengen visa. Only the nationals coming from third countries that have not signed a visa-free agreement with the Schengen area member states are in need of a student Schengen visa. If you have received your admission or letter of acceptance from your desired university, the next step towards turning this dream into reality is applying for a student visa or study permit. In this video, I'm going to share a general outlook of student Schengen visa and then how to get such a visa, embassy requirements, and application process. So to have more on this type of visa, stay tuned until the end of the video. Welcome back everybody, thanks for watching this video. My name is Ahmad Rizan here in Persia Global. We help those who are in search of better opportunities to work, live or study abroad. In today's video, I'm going to present detailed information on student Schengen visa, embassy requirements and application process, and additional valuable information concerning this visa. So first of all, let's see what is a Schengen visa and dig up general information regarding this visa. Embassies and consulates grant visas to students willing to attend a study course in any of the Schengen countries if they are not from the European Union or European Economic Area and are eligible for a Schengen visa. Therefore, you can apply for a student visa if you plan on attending a study course at a university located in Europe. You may think, that's great, now I know what visa type I need to study in Europe. Yes and no. If you plan on studying in a Schengen state, you must apply for a visa. However, you should first ask yourself the following question: how long do I need to stay in the Schengen area? Here is why the answer to this question is critical for your application. If you need to stay for up to 90 days in the Schengen area to attend a short course of study, you must apply for a Type C short stay Schengen visa. If you need to stay for more than 90 days in the Schengen area to attend a course of study for an extended period, for example, a full academic year, you must apply for a Type D national visa. If your study or training course lasts for more than 3 months or 90 days, the embassy may require you to first apply for a Type C short stay student visa, and then after entering the country, apply for a residence permit, which is for longer stays. In some cases, they may require you to apply for Type D Schengen visa, which is for long stay Schengen visa or for more than 3 months of stay. Regardless of whether you are required to apply for a Type C or Type D visa, you should know that the application process for getting a Type D student or national visa is much more complex. As a general rule, embassies and consulates do not have a standard requirements list for student national visas. They analyze each application on a case-by-case basis for approving a long stay visa. Moreover, embassies and consulates issue long stay visas according to national laws and regulations, meaning that requirements for such visas vary depending on each member state's law. For further information about Schengen type visas, please check out other videos in our channel in our Immigration to Europe playlist. There is an important note here that you can apply for a short stay student Schengen visa, whether you are currently a student in your country of residence or not. Maybe you have already graduated and wish to attend a study or training course to improve your professional skills. That's totally up to you. It doesn't matter what your employment background is, as long as you plan on traveling to Europe for studies, you're eligible for a student Schengen visa. To apply for a student visa, there are embassy requirements and application process to take. The mandatory student visa requirements vary by embassy. There is no standard requirements list valid for all Schengen member states. For this reason, in today's video, I'm going to include all the documents that embassies may want you to submit, even though some of them are optional and not mandatory. However, I always recommend our community members to submit the optional documents to increase their visa approval chances. In the following, you will find the complete list of documents requested for a student Schengen visa. 2 visa application forms fully completed and signed. In the application form, you must indicate a study as your journey's primary purpose. 2 recent photos that meet the Schengen visa photo requirements, valid passport not older than 10 years and with at least 2 blank pages. Your travel document must be valid for at least 3 more months beyond your departure from the Schengen area. Older passports with Schengen visas on them if applicable, round-trip flight reservations of bookings, Schengen travel insurance with a minimum of 30,000 euros coverage, proof of accommodation such as an accommodation sponsorship letter providing you will be staying at the house of your friends or family members. Note the Schengen university or school can also write a letter stating that they will be guaranteeing you a place in halls or catered accommodation. Rental agreement confirming that you have rented a room or apartment in a Schengen country. Proof of financial means such as your bank account statements for the last 6 months showing you have a specific amount of money available for each day you spend within the Schengen zone. Sponsorship letter containing your sponsor's contact details. In this case, you must also submit the bank statements of the last 6 months of your sponsor, a copy of the ID passport of your sponsor, documents showing your degree of kinship or relationship. For example, if your parents are sponsoring your trip, you can submit your original birth certificate showing their full names. A combination of your last 6 months of bank account statements and a letter of sponsorship if someone will support your trip partially. Proof that you get a scholarship if applicable. Please note that your scholarship must cover a minimum of 631 euros per month. Cover letter addressed to the visa officers that outlines your travel purpose and intentions to return to your country of residence. Proof of paid visa fee. Civil status proof, for example, a marriage certificate if applicable. Utility bill as proof of address only if the utility bill is under your name, certified passport copy, certified birth certificate copy, letter of acceptance stating that a Schengen university, college or school has accepted you as a student, proof of academic qualifications such as your diplomas and academic records if you're currently a student. You can also submit one of the following documents: attestation of the application for equivalence or decision dispatch of equivalence, a student no objection letter or NOC stating that your school or university has no objection towards your traveling to the Schengen area if you are currently a student, proof of school enrollment or student status letter outlining that you are attending a course or study for a specific school or academic year if you are currently a student. If you are a minor, you must submit original birth certificate, certified copies of the ID or passports of your parents or legal tutors, a parental authorization letter signed by your parents or legal tutors stating that they allow you to travel. If you're employed, you must submit employment contract, leave permission from the employer, pay slips for the last 6 months, no objection certificate or NOC letter from employer, certificate of employment or CEO, personal income tax return or ITR. If you are self-employed, you must submit business registration certificate, business license, business income certificates, company bank statements for the last 6 months, company income tax return, copies of all documents, proof that you have paid for your study or training course in advance if applicable. If you're not a citizen of the country where you are applying, a copy of your residence permit if applicable. Now that you know the documents required for your student Schengen visa, you should also gain an overall understanding of the visa application process. For detailed information about the steps you must take to submit your application, you can also see other videos in our channel too. However, as general rule, you should consider the following key steps for a successful application process. Find out where you need to apply. In most cases, you need to submit your application to the embassy or consulate of the member state where you plan on attending a course of study. Find out when you need to apply. The Schengen visa scheme allows you to submit your application not more than 6 months before the date you plan to travel to the Schengen area. The earliest date, no less than 15 working days before the date you plan to travel to the Schengen area, the latest date. Book an appointment. We strongly recommend you book your embassy appointment well in advance. Most of the time, you can do it through the embassy website. Collect your documents. Watching the other videos in our channel will also help you have a clear understanding of the details your documents must include. Hold the visa interview. During your interview, the visa officers will ask you a set of questions to ensure you intend to return to your home country and your travel purpose is genuine. Please see a video for this issue in our channel. You will also have to pay the visa fee during your appointment and provide your biometric data. Wait for an answer concerning your application. Typically, Schengen embassies and consulates take up 15 days to process visa applications. After approximately 15 working days, you will receive a letter from the embassy. In the unfortunate event that your visa gets rejected, you can appeal the embassy's decision. Please locate another video in our channel for the Schengen visa rejection reasons. If your visa gets approved, smile. You only have to return to the mission or consulate to get the visa sticker affixed to your passport and pack your suitcase. A brand new, exciting study experience is waiting for you. A question remains unanswered is, can you extend your student Schengen visa? A student Schengen visa can be extended only in some very specific cases as a late entry, humanitarian reasons, force major or important personal reasons. However, if you wish to extend your student Schengen visa with the purpose of continuing your studies in the Schengen state where you are in, that is not possible. Instead, you will have to return to your home country or country of residence and apply from there for a long stay study visa. Another question is that if you can work under a student Schengen visa in Europe. A short answer is no, you cannot. Some long stay study visas permit students to work for a limited number of hours per week. However, no Schengen member state allows you to get a job under a student Schengen visa. So it is possible to bring your family in Europe with a student Schengen visa. Your family members can apply for a tourist visa or a visa for visiting family members. However, you cannot bring them over under any family reunion visa in any Schengen country. In case of age limit to apply for student Schengen visa, there is no age limit for those who wish to obtain a Schengen visa to attend training or study course in the Schengen zone countries. That's all for today. Thanks again for watching. If you have any questions concerning the student visa application process, do not hesitate to comment below. Please note that the Schengen visa requirements depend on your personal situation as well. If you're still not clear concerning the documents that you must submit, it would be a pleasure for us to provide you with more videos and information on Schengen visa. We understand the value of studying abroad, and we would be more than happy to help you apply for a Schengen visa and live this experience. This video's code comes from Dieter Friedrich Ottorf. He says, it's your reaction to adversity, not adversity itself, that determines how your life story will develop. Until next video, have a good time. Over and out.